Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TWFC Episode 1, and we are just 72 hours removed from crowning our first World Heavyweight Champion. Let's have a look at how it went down. It was Gunther last eliminating Jon Moxley to etch his name in the history books forever as the first TWFC World Heavyweight Champion. The Gunther era has begun, just as the TWFC era has officially begun. But that's not all that would happen. There was one other newsworthy story coming out of the Double Ring Battle Royal, and that was Cody Rhodes eliminating Vader in the Final Four. But it would come back to cost him dearly. Vader would enter the ring illegally and toss Cody Rhodes out, destroying his dream of becoming the first champion. But if you thought the big man was done there, Vader was hell-bent on injuring Cody Rhodes, and that's exactly what would happen. They would cart him off on a stretcher, and that brings us to earlier today.
Vader, after spending the night in a local medical facility, I had nothing but time to think about what you've taken from me. A chance at becoming the first TWFC champion is something I'll never get back. You're big and strong, and maybe even a bit intimidating for most men in that locker room. But I'm not most men. You took some.
It's Vader time! You cost me my title, boy. Now you're gonna pay. Get up! Who's the man? Let that be a lesson. When you come for Big Vader, you gonna get crushed. So as the footage shows, that was earlier today, but what you are not gonna believe is literally about an hour before this show came on the air, this went down. Take a look. Cody, let me go, get off of me. Let me stop this. I'm gonna get you, Cody. I'm gonna make you pay for this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm that the powers that be have announced our first official pay-per-view with the match Cody Rhodes versus Vader. It's TWFC Revenge, the very first pay-per-view in the Wrestling Figure Cartel's history. Well, there you have it, and now that we know the first official match of the first pay-per-view in TWFC history, let's take a look at what else happened earlier today.
I'm here with the winner of the 30-man, 2-ring battle royal and new TWFC world champion, Gunther. So Gunther, I guess the question on everyone's mind is, well, what's next?
Excuse me for not being overly excited, but this comes as no surprise to me. I've always known I was a step above the rest, and now I have the title to prove it. So the question isn't what's next, because quite frankly, it doesn't matter who or what is next. The Ring General's reign as TWFC World Champion has begun. Just ask Jon Moxley.
Did you throw me over the top rope? Yes, congratulations. But let's not pretend like you actually beat me. Last I checked, you didn't pin or submit me, so you can stop with the whole tough guy act. Now, before I came out here, I got word that the powers that be have granted me a TWFC championship match. That's right. It's gonna be Jon Moxley, one-on-one against Gunther for the TWFC championship at the first official pay-per-view in TWFC history.
So that's another confirmed match for the first TWFC pay-per-view Revenge. Gunther will defend his newly won TWFC championship against the man he last eliminated, Jon Moxley. But that's still a few weeks away, as we are currently building our brand new mega arena. And guess what? We want you, yeah, that's right, you, to help us name this beautiful brand new mega arena where TWFC will run most of its events. What are we gonna call this new mega arena? Hell, I don't know. Leave us a suggestion in the comments and we just might name the arena after your suggestion. But that's enough about the future. Let's talk about something that's coming up right now. Ladies and gentlemen, do I have the inside scoop for you? We're a new company, so we still got new champions to crown, and coming up this week on YouTube and Instagram, the official ladder war to crown our first TWFC Intercontinental Champion. Let's hear what our first announced participant had to say.
So we're having what management is calling a ladder war. Sounds dangerous, but dangerous is my idea of a good time. When you put a guy like me, who's willing to go to extreme lengths to prove himself in a situation where there's ladders surrounding the ring, and anything goes, it's a recipe for disaster. I don't know who else will be involved in this ladder war, but whoever it may be should be willing to risk it all to be victorious. Because I damn sure am. Everything I've done up until now means nothing anymore. So if you thought I was crazy before, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Darby Allin is ready for the ladder war. This was the very first episode of TWFC. And although there weren't any matches, all that's coming in the future in due time as our new arena is built and we get our champions established. But this week is the ladder war. In 3 weeks, our first pay-per-view as the Wrestling Figure Cartel presents Revenge. Thank you for joining us at TWFC, and we'll see you at the ladder war as we crown a TWFC Intercontinental Champion.